The rate at which primary producers create organic material and the long term survival of species are dependent on changing resource bases that are limited. The nutrient whose supply limits productivity is called the limiting nutrient. In other words, if there was an unlimited supply of all of these different nutrients, then species would have all the nutrients they need. But there's always going to be something that's going to limit the productivity of a population. This graphic shows how the cycles work together. All nutrient cycles work together like gears. If any nutrient is in short supply, then if any wheel in this graphic would stick, productivity throughout the entire food web could be limited. The long term survival of some species can also be affected by this limited resource base. This explains why farmers use fertilizers to maximize crop growth. Most fertilizers contain nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all of which help plants grow better in poor soil. Micronutrients such as calcium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, and manganese are sometimes included in fertilizer in relatively small amounts. Why do you think carbon is not included in fertilizers? Well, plants can get all the carbon they need by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. In the ocean, nitrogen is often the limiting nutrient. In streams, lakes, and freshwater environments, phosphorus is often the limiting nutrient. Sometimes, heavy rains can carry large amounts of a limiting nutrient into aquatic ecosystems as runoff from heavily fertilized fields. This disruption of natural nutrient cycles delivers abnormally high concentrations of limiting nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus into bodies of water. These nutrients enable primary producers, such as algae, to grow and reproduce far beyond their normal rates, causing what is called an algal bloom. In other words, a lot of algae blooming, forming at the same time. In the ocean, excess nitrogen is often the cause of an algal bloom. In freshwater environments, excess phosphorus is usually the cause. Severe algal blooms can cover the water's surface and disrupt the functioning of an entire ecosystem.